Hello, this is Charlie. We are on signature number 4 of our album that we're making for Scrap and Create. It is featuring the adorable collection by Ciao Bella called Farmhouse Gardens. So we are almost done. We're one more signature after this one and it will be complete. So let's take a look at what I've got here. Now I've already inked up all of mine, and I think they have tape. Nope, I don't have tape, so you get to watch me put some tape on. So here's where we're at. I'm gonna kind of open this up a little bit here, get down to the base. Okay, so this is, I used an 8x8 piece and I trimmed it to fit what we need to have done. So this measures at 7 3/4 by 8 inches. We're going to start off with the pocket on the left hand side, and I cut a strip because I'm doing a pretty good job of using up our scraps. So I don't have any scraps left, so I cut this strip off of this 8x8 piece. The pocket itself is going to measure 2.5 inches by the 8 inches. So let's go ahead and get some tape on this and get this installed. This has been a fun, quick little album. I've enjoyed all the images. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to kind of turn it on its side a little bit. It's easier for me to line up. I'm going to pick on the corner up here at the top, follow it down and lay it in there. This piece has some cute little images on it. And then just slide that right in there. All right, so over here on the right-hand side, this is one of the cutout cards that you have, and then I simply cut a piece of scrap paper to fit on the back side, and this is going to mount over here. Now this little piece of cardstock measures 4.5 inches, and you're going to score it at 1/2. Actually, that's almost 4 5/8. Scoring it at 1/2 by 2 7/8, because this measured at 4 by 2 3/4. This little piece here. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tape on this. And I am going to, as best as possible, eyeball this for the center. Not gonna worry about using true measurements. It's just a small piece. All right. Sweet, simple little design right there. And then add this one. Okay. And then over here on the left side, you're going to have one of the cutout cards. It says flowers and seeds. I used that over here. And then I just took the reverse of another one that says fresh herbs, and I'm turning it over to use it on the back side. So we'll go ahead and get the tape added onto this. Boy, that just... And again, I'm just going to try and kind of eyeball a center on this. Well, that didn't do me a bit of good, did it? I get it all eyeballed on one side, turned over, and it slides on me. Okay. And we're going to put this here. And then I want to use the other side so that there's a photo or journaling. All right. Now, there are a couple of these, I think they're, what am I doing here? They're 5 5/8 by 5, or probably, I trimmed them, so they're probably actually 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, but I've trimmed mine down a little bit. So this piece here for your cardstock is going to measure at 6 1/4, and you're going to score it at 1/2, and it measures at 5 3/4. So I'm going to go ahead and get the tape added onto this. And again, try and eyeball about halfway. Good. Oh, that didn't go down very well. I apologize. But I can see a bunch of my tape. Oops. So let's try it this way. That wants to pop out. So I'm going to give that a chance to dry before I pull that pour it over. So I'm going to put this on right now. And then the reverse will go on the underside. Sometimes that undo delays the tape from reacting again, so I'm just going to kind of play around with this and let that settle up. Okay, let's see if this will. There we go. All right, and then now I'm going to you know, if on yours, if you find that you're struggling to get it to line up without that tape showing, just instead of doing it from behind, just do it from the front side. All right, now let's go ahead and put our panels together here for the front. Your right side panel is going to measure at 4.5. You're going to score it at 1/2, and then you're going to score at 5/8. Make sure you burnish those really good so that you've got a nice little gusset here. And then that gusset's going to absorb all this buildup that we have going on here. Line it up, and then when you turn it over, if you push back on that 5/8 score line, reinforce the score, you'll see that you created a nice little gusset to help pick up the bulk that you've just added in here. And now I'm going to add the left side. And I do believe it's the same measurement, but let me give it to you here real quick. This is measuring at 4.5, and you're scoring it at 1/2, and you're scoring it at 5/8 for a left side install. Well, those two are going to argue with each other. I can see that right now. Okay, go ahead, push back, reinforce that. Well, I've got a gap a little bit wider than I intended, and it's probably because I can feel the pushback over here. It's the bulk that I built up on this side. So if you have not gotten very far with this, you might want to cut one of these about 1/8 of an inch wider so that these two are coming together a little bit better. Now, out of the 12 by 12 pack, I did cut some green paper to fill in on the back side of each of the panels. In there. Now earlier in one of the other signatures we had cut a triangular corner, and we're going to use what's left of that for this side here. And I am going to kind of make a pencil mark because I can see my point, my tip is just a little bit too long, so I'm going to, I don't want that going into the gusset, so I'm just gonna do some real quick, oh that might be okay. All right, so let's get this added on. I forgot to burnish that. I'll just make sure I do a good job of it here when I get it down. Match my corner, my side, and then come into the gusset. And then I'll do a dry fit here. See if I need to trim anything. Now I went into the cut-aparts on the 6-inch, and I fussy cut out this cute little dog. And bear with me, I need to turn a heater off here. Anyway, I fussy cut him out. I want him to sit right there. He's so cute. And then over here on this panel, you have one of these cut-aparts, and I'm going to use that to create a pocket tuck over here on this side. So I think I'm going to put this down on the cardstock first. And then I'm going to do the bottom and the side, one side. and come right in the corner. Set it down, and now you got a nice little tuck. Now on the front, I took one of the 8x8s and then I cut to fit, and I think I'm gonna hopefully be able to use the magnet closure to pull those in together a little bit. So I cut this piece out to put here on the front, so it will go just like this. I am going to go ahead and I've got my magnet ready. I'm going to go ahead and get the front put on. Oh, I didn't. And then I cut from my scraps. I just kind of cut around the piece until I got the look I wanted off of it. Scissors. So I think the easiest way is to go ahead and mount this back piece. I'm going to put the magnet there, and then I don't know why all of a sudden I'm just drawing a blank on this. It's really kind of funny how all of a sudden you're just rolling right along, and then you have your brain goes blank. All right. Whoops. There we go. I did put that on upside down. Oh well. Put down the left side panel first. Okay, I just realized I don't remember giving you the measurements for these side panels, so hold on. Just a couple of ticks here and I'll get those for you. I don't remember giving them to you. I apologize. And if I did, I guess I'm repeating it. So this was at 4.5. I did 4.5, scoring it at half and scoring it at 5/8. So I'm going to gently push in just a little bit here. I'm going to kind of center this. I'm going to push that down. Now my magnet is set. Okay, let's get this burnished. Okay. All right, now I am going to tape from about here down. Kind of cheating. All right, so I am going to let the magnet find its mate, square this off, and then secure the other side. I'm just going to pull in gently, try and close that gap a little bit. Okay, so let's take a real quick run through. So you have a pocket over here. I have a string. You have a large journaling section, a small, cute, just decorative piece. You have your pocket, and you have either a photo or another journal over here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get the tape on the back side, and then we can get this in our album. I just ran out of tape. I'll do it with 3/8. I don't have that much to go here. Let's get our album. And I'm going to take the center ones off first. And I do like to turn this to me so I can see which way I'm going. Make sure I've got right side up. Okay, I'm bringing this gusset right up to the edge of the cardstock. Laying it down, I'm going to give a little push. burnish those pieces. Close. And now we'll go ahead and get in there and take the tape out. Oh, I was expecting that to be a big long piece, and I forgot that was a short piece. So I make this big gesture of, okay, I smushed my gussets, so I need to make sure it's going to lay flat there. Here, get this last one. Okay. Okay, well that didn't stay together very well, did it? It's kind of separating. I'll have to see what I can do to fix that. So I'll let you know what I did to fix it, if I was able to fix it, when I come back to do the final signature.